Greatest Cards of All Time podcast number 23. Time to dive right back into the Michael Jordan Legacy Series cards because it's podcast number 23. So what better way to celebrate the legendary Michael Jordan than diving into some of these cards. Second time we're taking a look at this series, and I love these. Today we're going to look at card number 88, 90, 91, and then we're going to jump ahead and take a look at card number 130 also today. So 4 Michael Jordan cards to take a good look at today. I love this series.
Another note on the 23 coincidence. So this is episode 23. Actually, at least right now, as of the time of the recording, episode 15, which is the first time that we covered this, actually has 23 views as of right now, too. So that was just another coincidence. So just thought I'd point that out. So anyways, we're starting off with card number 88. And actually, I kind of want to step back and just talk about this year and the year before, because this is actually the second year. This is no longer his rookie year by the time we're at this number.
This is game number 88 of his career that we're going to take a look at.
Is that how it is? Is that how the numbers work?
Yes.
Okay. So to step back and look at his rookie year, again, this is his second year. His rookie year, he was rookie of the year. He was an all-star. He led the team in basically every category: points, assists, steals, I think even rebounds. He set a franchise record for points. So now we're going into the second year. They start the season 3-0, and then Michael Jordan breaks his foot.
No.
Yes. So into the second season, he breaks his foot. 3 games in, they start 3-0. He breaks his foot. And he is actually known for not missing games. He had never actually missed a game due to an injury, and that goes back even into high school. And his rookie year, he set a franchise, the NBA tied it or set the record for games played at 82 games. And even his next season, his third season, same thing, 82 games.
Full season.
He actually played for his first 8 years in the league. He played 80 games or more in every single year except the second year, which is kind of what we're covering right now with this card. So it was a big blow. They had an all-star. They had a rookie of the year. They had a guy that set franchise records for points. They came out firing on all cylinders, 3-0, and then Michael breaks his foot. And this card is only his third game back. So if you look on the back of the card, you'll notice he only played for 15 minutes. They really started him when he came back. His first game back, he played 13 minutes. His second game back, he played 14 minutes. His third game back, he played 15 minutes. His fourth game back, he played 16 minutes. So they brought him back very gradual after he broke his foot only 3 games into the season. And that's why you'll notice on the back, his minutes are low, his points are low, and I think they had such high hopes coming into this season, and then they had a pretty significant foot fracture that kept him out for a lot of it. He only ended up playing 18 games.
Card number 88 in the Michael Jordan Legacy Series. I love these cards. This first one we're going to dive right into is March 19th, 1986 at the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Sixers pulled that one off 118-112, beating Michael and the Bulls. The front of this card is a nice portrait shot of Michael lining up and taking a nice deep breath before he tosses up a free throw attempt. And then on the back it reads, "The city of brotherly love welcomed Jordan and the Bulls on March 19th, 1986. Air Jordan continued to get his legs back after his layoff, scoring 12 points with 3 assists and 4 boards. What an absolute legend. Like you said, he played 15 minutes and he was 4 of 14 shooting, 0 for 2 from three-point land. And free throws made, he was 4 for 6 on his free throws attempts. So not the greatest game Michael Jordan ever played, but a nice glimpse into his past performances with these cards. The next Michael Jordan legacy card we have to look at is a flashback to March 22nd, 1986 at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Bulls fell again, 123-97. Interesting to take a look back because you think of a dominant Bulls team like that, but they weren't winning till they entered into the 90s. So these late 80s cards are not going to feature many wins, I suppose.
No. Well, again, he had a significant impact his rookie year, but his second year he only played 18 games, so it was a step back his second year, and gradually they improved. Third, fourth season in, they got much better, but as you can see, even on the back of the card, he's still not even playing all that many minutes at this point. I think he's only playing 16 minutes or 19 minutes. What are we at here?
16 minutes here.
And how many points did he have?
He was 4 for 13 and didn't take any 3-point shots either. 1 rebound, 1 assist. He had 8 points.
8 points. Night. That's what I want to stat. If you can maybe look that up. How many times did Michael Jordan actually score in single digits in his entire NBA career? I mean, 8 points for MJ.
Cue the graphic. Cue that graphic. The next card is going to feature a Chicago Bulls win on March 25th, 1986 in Chicago. The Bulls win 111-98 over the New York Knickerbockers. I love these Michael Jordan legacy cards. This one's number 91. And a brief description about that game. Chicago began its push for the 1986 playoffs with a big Eastern Conference win over the Knicks on March 25th. Jordan contributed to the triumph with 19 points and 3 assists. So he's getting better here as we talk about some Michael Jordan stats from that season. 19 minutes, 5 of 12. Missed his only 3-point attempt, but he was 9 for 9 on free throws that night with 19 total points. So Here comes Jordan, stronger and better than ever.
Minutes gradually scaling up, so that's obviously a good sign. This is the last card that we have to cover for his second year in the NBA. And again, that's because he only played 18 games. I don't have every card in the set. So there's literally only 18 cards covering his second year in the NBA. Same picture as the other 2 cards that we covered. His points obviously did go up and did improve from the 8 points single digits last card that we covered. Free throws, making his free throws there. His legs are probably kind of coming back a little bit at this point, and probably ready to move on and start the third season. Now, they did make the playoffs this year. I believe they got swept.
Wow.
I believe they got swept. Don't quote me on that. Maybe you can throw a graphic up here just covering what happened this year in the playoffs. But this is the last card of the regular season that we have.
This next card is a Michael Jordan legacy card from January 3rd, 1987 in Chicago again, and they're getting the victory. The Bulls win 124-119 over the Pistons. And Jordan was already making the near impossible seem routine, this says, as the Pistons discovered on January 3rd, 1987. The leader of the Chicago squad wore out the Nets on his way to a 47-point evening. Now, we talk about his stats increasing from his younger years very quickly onto his way to making his own legacy. This is card number 130 in the Legacy series. This time he's even showing more minutes.
Way more minutes.
He's getting 38 here and finishing with 47 points.
So this is actually covering his third season in the NBA. So you can see there's no longer the restriction on the minutes that we had noticed and discussed in a prior couple cards previously. And again, that was because he was coming back from a fractured foot. If you want to hear a little bit more about Michael Jordan Legacy, the set, the insert, I mean, it does cover his entire season with his entire career with the Bulls only. It does not cover the Wizards. But episode 15 does kind of cover what sets you could actually get these inserts in. So if you want a little more information about the set itself, you can go back and listen to episode 15. But again, as you noticed here, this is his third season now with the Bulls. Minutes are no longer restricted. 38 minutes, 47 points. You know, I think people are, if they were a little nervous, are we going to have the same Michael Jordan that we had as a rookie? I think pretty early on people started to realize that he's back and he's going to be the same dominant player he was as a rookie.